Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to the weekly SIG Compute meeting. Let me drop a link to the agenda document in the chat. And if you have any topics that you want to talk about, please add them into there. So, Benyata, I see that you're first on the list. Take it away.
Yeah, let's go. Just talk about this thing, which was originally a mechanism that we wanted to use to show things that were not implemented inside the source, like or source code Qbert could also let EMIs lock memory if they required to. After a couple iterations, it was kind of decided last month, I think, that going without an API, like a new API field, would be like the right choice to take. That implied setting unlimited memlock limits onto all peer community instances, no matter if the BMI was or not BFIO, SV, real time, or hit any of all the conditions that existed before. There have been some efforts on similar topics lately that are actually studying the limited memlock limit on Schubert community, but only under that set of conditions, like only if those conditions are met. So only for BMIs that are BFIO, SV, RT, or if this condition, which is like requires memlock, but that depends on the API fields that we introduced in previous iterations of this feature. Only under those circumstances, then the unlimited memlock limit will be applied. So if we want to get rid of the API fields that we introduced in previous iterations, then the mechanism will break for the use case that we wanted to use this for. And so, well, after this introduction, I just want to let people share opinions, because there were different parties, those who wanted, or maybe it's just one party, but I want everyone to be on the same page. So we converge, we all know what we are doing, and we all agree on it. And so, well, I just dropped the last comment, which I believe it's a way better summary than the one that I gave you verbally. But yeah, so those who had to work in something related to memlock limits and stuff like that lately, please I will appreciate it if you could just at least read the summary and share your opinion. And that's it.
Yep. So thank you, Benyat. I can say that, yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that Vladik is not here. Maybe he has thoughts about this. I think that in terms of API, maybe what we can do is just keep the memlock field as an on and off thing, basically, or even only on if the other conditions are not met. We definitely don't need to phrase it as reserved overhead or add quantities to here because that's irrelevant now. But maybe we do need an API call for that.
Yeah, just like a required, not required field, and just leave it like that. Yeah, that was what I think, and that could be like a way to converge and meet all different opinions that we could actually have. That could be a way, and it will be actually very implemented. Well, kind of, not really, but kind of. Yeah, the concept will be like, would this be something that would have to go through the whole graduation cycle again? So would it be something that will start at alpha again? Yes,
yeah,
right.
I think so. Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, this is a great example, right, of us, approving something and then in the middle of the way finding out that there's a better way to do it, and that's great. This is essentially why we have these graduation phases. So
Yeah.
I mean, from my first
Yeah.
glance, I would say just drop the reserved overhead entirely. Maybe have the memlock field straight under memory. And I think it will be, yeah, but maybe there are others with other opinions. But I will definitely add a comment about that.
Okay, thank you. I will add like a comment just mentioning that would be possible, and whether that helps people out or not. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. And yeah, also as I noted in another comment, I think it would be great to, rather than deleting the old design, to say something like, we started with the first alpha, we tried, with one approach, we found these and those problems, and now we're switching over into another approach. I think that this way, for someone reading the web can understand the full context behind it.
I think I did something like that. Maybe not as you mentioned, but I added like a summary of the older design inside of the alternatives section of the VP. But
awesome, thank you for that. All right, any other thoughts about this one? Asif, was it you that added the other point?
Yes, sorry, I forgot to put my name there.
No worries, take it away.
Oh, I was just putting this out there. So this is adding Oracle testing for the decentralized live migration. Like while working on this, basically I modified something. I ended up not needing it, but I modified something in the VMM state, and I almost missed updating some code there. And I realized someone in the future who modifies VMM state could just as easily miss updating like one of the methods, and that's needed for decentralized live migration. So I just added Oracle testing, that uses reflections and unit tests to just double check you don't miss anything. And if you do, you can modify the test. Like if you want to miss it intentionally, you can modify the test. So nothing ever happens like accidentally, basically. This is similar to Mark, if you remember the migration policy PR, if you remember the really controversial one, that also actually added Oracle testing to make sure we don't miss updating some of the methods there. It's just extending the code that was added for that.
Yep, sounds like a really neat idea. Thank you very much.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but I don't know what Oracle testing is. Could you give us a couple sentences on that?
Basically, you have it's just a term. I don't know like what generally it's used for, but at least in this context, I know it's used for when you use reflection to like iterate over all the fields you have to compare with like the live code. So you have a code. So you have like what you expect with reflections, like reflectively you look over all the fields, like what fields are there, and then you compare it to the live code, whether the live code is whether it's mutating or modifying or doing something to all of those fields and not missing any field. So it's like a comparison.
Got it. So like introspection, basically.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you. And I will try to look on this PR for a review. So we're right in between version cycles. So I guess this is why the agenda is a bit empty. Are there any other topics, or do we want to close this one early? All righty, then thank you everyone, and see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.